For decades now, many of us here today have been working to bridge the gap in our healthcare delivery system. We have never strayed from our vision of service, convenience, and commitment to care. We continue to facilitate diagnostic care by providing practitioners and their patients or researchers with a link to medical diagnostic and research testing by successfully overcoming obstacles whenever and wherever they exist. We have been making a big difference in people's lives. We've stepped up to bridge the gap in care to reach people who need it most, those unable to help themselves, family members desperate for help and support, those lost in an often chaotic and complicated healthcare system. We have facilitated advances in bioscience and medicine by supporting critical research in new diagnostics and new therapies. Thanks to the work we do, access to cutting-edge diagnostic care is possible. The work we do often single-handedly facilitates diagnostic innovation and development. And we have forced insurance payers and providers to recognize that what we do is valuable and worth compensating. We have influenced change in healthcare by challenging the status quo and proving there is a better way. We have radically changed healthcare, and we will continue to transform it from something people dread and avoid to something they seek. Let's not stop now. Let's not slow down. Let's not quit this mission. Let's work together as experts and explorers and help find new discoveries that enable cancer to be cured, eradicate disease, save lives, and make healthcare better for ourselves, our families, our communities, and our world. The reason is that we want everyone else to see. Sometimes we have private feelings and private thoughts, and we keep them to ourselves. And really, we should be sharing them. And so I want everyone to share something that you reflect on the past 3 years.
Me and Savannah, while we were training, we just went to this elderly lady's house, and she just told us how much it meant for us to be there, to make her day, and to just say, to have somebody like, we care, like we are here, not even just to draw blood, but to build those relationships, and it changes lives in that way too.
I've been in healthcare since 2005. I have one for the books. And it was just a 10-year-old. I never forget that little girl. And she was doing a Moffitt cancer treatment, and she was terrified, and I thought I was drawing the mom. And when I re-looked at the birth date, I was like, oh my goodness, I set myself up, and she was having a fit, and I had to tell her she was my hero because she was doing her treatment. And yeah, I think about her all the time. So that's my one for the books.
Keep their health in check by these tests that we do for these people. My father died of cancer some years ago, and his blood work was important all the time. So it kind of made it a little different for me doing this. I'm not going to leave that alone. But it changes lives, and it's a necessity.
I feel rewarded by connecting with a patient. It's overwhelming sometimes. I become so, I just got chills in my head. I get connected to so many people that I'm so fond of them.
What you do really matters to a lot of people. Always keep that in mind. Even on the hardest day, you're still making a difference.
NPPN gave me a purpose in a field that is important to everyone, in a field that matters.
I really appreciate working for this company. I appreciate the fact that you guys take care of us, we take care of the patients, and together we create a wonderful company through your vision and wanting to improve the healthcare in a more personal fashion versus the big hospital settings and stuff. You're just making it more personal.
I've worked with other companies before, and never have I ever came across the president of a company to where they care about the why more than the what. And it's about the heart, it's about the connections that we lose through other companies. And that's why I'm like, wow, you know, to be a part of an organization where it's like family, not like coworkers. And that's different from what you get in other companies. And I've never seen that. And I love to be a part of that in that culture that you're creating.
If it wasn't for the service, they probably would not be getting their blood drawn. And it's an excellent way for them to get the health care that they need, and I'm all for it. I love my job because I get to see the end results at the end of the day, or we get those calls of the patients or their families that call in and they just praise the technicians, they praise us for our service and the things that we do, and the other is for my health.
In our role, it's important to realize that we're an important part of the team, and no matter not just phlebotomists but operations and everyone working together, we're helping to save lives.
My favorite portion of drawing blood is putting somebody at ease. I like to tell patients all the time when I draw their blood, they usually tell me, I didn't even feel that. And I tell them, oh my gosh, that's like telling me I look pretty today or whatever I cooked was delicious. So I like to put somebody at ease for something that normally gives them anxiety. Seeing a needle usually gives people anxiety, and I like to be able to calm them. So that's probably my favorite portion, is to calm somebody in a high anxiety situation.
There is something unique about this company, and even the technicians, the daily communication we have, it really does feel like a family, you know, and then of course the closeness of the proximity of my 3 other coworkers and in the corporate office. It is unique and wonderful to have strong bonds like that so quickly. We all have open communication, which I think is not every workplace has that. It makes you feel comfortable as an employee, you know, to be able to know you can be open and have, you know, constructive work be done. So
we save at least a life every day. I'm absolutely sure about that. We have patients that are dying. I know that the care we provide, getting those lab tests to the doctor, tweaking their medication is something that keeps them alive. That's why I got into healthcare in the first place. That's why I went to medical school, so I could do that service.
You are oftentimes the only person a patient sees on any given day. You're certainly, frequently, the closest person to a patient, and sometimes the person closest to a patient frequently. You're building relationship with them through that, and they're building a relationship with you. And being aware of all those things together helps make us better healthcare providers. I think it makes us better people, and I think it makes us certainly better at our jobs. The mission that we have, that we've undertaken,